Healing isn't just about the body, but also about the heart and soul. What if unresolved emotions, unspoken words, and unhealed wounds are the things blocking us from the abundance we seek? Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back. I am Claudia Borges, your host. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. In this episode, I want to share a story about a Reiki session that was truly transformative, a reminder that healing goes beyond the physical and into the deepest parts of our hearts. In 2022, a client, let's call her Lisa, came to me seeking abundance of health, love, and financial prosperity. We then set the intention for abundance, but from the moment the session began, I knew this one would be different. As my hands rested over her face, I felt a strong presence near me, a spirit eager to communicate. This wasn't just a quick message, it was a full-blown conversation waiting to unfold. My hands, usually guided by the energy, stopped moving, and the word uncle popped into my mind. Then I asked, Lisa, do you have an uncle who has passed? She paused for a moment and then she said, yes, Uncle Richard. Right after that, she mentioned two other uncles as well, but here's something important to know. Whoever comes to your mind first is the right person. Spirit doesn't waste time. They communicate in seconds, offering you an instant knowing of who is present. So never second guess yourself. Trust whatever comes first. To confirm, I reached for my pendulum, a special gift from my mother, and asked, is Uncle Richard here? The pendulum responded with a big, undeniable yes. Uncle Richard had a loud, lively, and playful energy. He was talkative and direct. He immediately made it clear that he was Lisa's spirit guide and had always been looking out for her. Among all the intentions she had set for that session, he wanted her to know that her health needed to be her priority. He gave her clear guidance. Find a workout partner, lead a group of women facing similar challenges. You are a leader. Use that to your advantage. Lead. Then he added, you don't need financial abundance right now. You already have the money you wished for. Now focus on your health. A relationship will come later. Lisa was stunned. How did he know all of this? To give you context, Lisa had been attending my new moon manifestation circles for a while. And just before this session, she had won a huge prize on the TV show Wheel of Fortune. And somehow, he knew everything. At that moment, there was no doubt. Uncle Richard was her spiritual guide, watching over her, making sure she stayed on the right path. And he was absolutely right. Abundance was already flowing into her life, but what she truly needed was something much deeper. Then the energy in the room shifted. It became heavier. I sensed the presence of 4 other male spirits stepping forward. Suddenly, I heard Uncle Richard say, oh, things are about to get serious now. One of them was Lisa's father. He didn't speak. He just stood there, heavy with emotion. I could feel the deep sadness around him, the unspoken words that lingered in the air. There was a darkness, not from malice, but from unresolved pain. Before he passed, he never told Lisa he was sick. His silence had left her with a wound she didn't know how to heal. Now, standing in the spirit world, he was ready to say what he never could. Through Uncle Richard, he shared his regrets. He wished he had done things differently. He wished he had been more open. Uncle Richard helped bridge their communication. Spirit's message was clear. Lisa, you need to heal so you can move forward, and so does your father. The past cannot be changed. There is nothing left to do except forgive. Tears filled her eyes. Spirit knew she had words bottled up inside, words she had never spoken aloud. They asked her to say what was on her heart, to release the emotions that had been buried for so long. Slowly she began speaking. At first, just a few words, then more, until she was pouring out everything she had held inside. I could feel the energy shifting. I was witnessing her purge years of pain. And it was one of the most powerful moments I had ever experienced. Then Spirit spoke again. Lisa, forgive your father. Without hesitation, she replied, but I already forgave him. And then I heard the words that would change everything. Lisa, this is not about words. It's about your heart. It needs to come from your heart. You have to feel it. My hands then moved to Lisa's heart chakra, the center of love, grief, and healing. I felt intense heat radiating, but Lisa didn't. Uncle Richard explained she had built a shield around her heart to protect herself from pain, and she agreed. We guided her to breathe deeply, to focus on her heart, to break that shield and allow the healing to happen. Then something incredible happened. I had a vision of a brilliant golden light forming above her chest, tiny particles of light releasing, years of emotional pain dissolving. As this light faded, Lisa finally felt the warmth of energy coming from my hands and the presence of her father's love. While she was experiencing healing and that loving feeling, I saw Uncle Richard, her father, and the 3 other men turn their backs to me and peacefully walk together into a bright, serene path of white light. Her dad was right in the middle of them, surrounded by their presence. I finally understood that the others had come together to support her father as he asked for forgiveness, so he too could heal, leaving the dark behind and walking into the light. What an amazing experience! The moment was overwhelming in the most beautiful way. We were both in tears, not from sadness, but from pure love, peace, and release. It was one of the most profound sessions I have ever witnessed. A reminder that healing is not just about energy, but about forgiveness, love, and the connections that transcend this world. So I leave you with this. Take the time to work on yourself. Allow yourself to feel, and most importantly, allow yourself to heal. Forgiveness is a gift, not just for those who have hurt us, but for ourselves. When we let go, we make space for love, peace, and true healing. Thank you for joining me on this journey. In the next episode, we will explore how a force greater than us is always working behind the scenes, orchestrating miracles in ways we can't comprehend. I can't wait to share it with you. Stay tuned, sending you love and light.